The story begins in the twilight of Earth's final golden age. Humanity has mastered the art of peaceful exploration, and the starship Dawnspire is humanity's most ambitious vessel yet, a craft designed not for war, but for listening. The crew of 24 souls, each chosen not for their strength or cunning, but for their ability to dream, set forth from Sol on a voyage to the outer edges of the Orion Arm. Their mission is unspoken in grand speeches. There is no fanfare. It is simply known among them as the listening journey. The first weeks are filled with serene wonder. Listeners at the ship's great observation dome describe the slow ballet of nebulae like clouds drifting in the ink-black ocean. In gentle shifts, they take turns at the harmonic array, a device that translates distant cosmic phenomena into faint melodies. As the Dawnspire moves further from known space, Captain Elias Rhine records soft nightly logs, not for mission control, but for his daughter back on Luna Station. He tells her about the colors in the void, about how stars sometimes seem to breathe. These logs will become a thread through our journey, though Elias never says so directly. The part ends with a moment in the observation dome. Faint pulses of sound, too regular to be random, begin to play through the harmonic array. No one says, "We've found something," but the way they lean closer to the sound says everything. Weeks turn into months. The crew realizes the signals from the harmonic array are not just random cosmic noise. They are patterned, almost like language. But this language is not built of words. It is woven from harmonics, rising and falling like a tide. Without any formal decision, the crew begins to respond. Using the ship's own transmission systems, they send back carefully composed tones, matching the rhythm and timbre they've received. It feels more like humming along to a lullaby than contacting an alien race. Life aboard the Dawnspire becomes centered on this strange conversation. Meals are now quieter, as if the crew fears their voices might disturb the cosmic music. Captain Elias Rhine's nightly logs to his daughter shift in tone. He speaks of listening more than talking, of the importance of patience. And then, one morning, the observation dome's transparent hull is flooded with a field of slow-moving pale lights, hundreds of them, drifting in perfect unison. There is no declaration that we've made contact, but as the lights gently orbit the Dawnspire, the crew simply knows. The lights remain with the Dawnspire for 17 days. The crew names them the choir. Every moment is filled with subtle, almost imperceptible shifts in the harmonic messages. The crew begins to understand meanings, not as translations, but as feelings: welcome, curiosity, memory. On the 17th day, the choir drifts away, but not before releasing a final sequence of harmonics that resonates deep within the ship. The engineers discover something extraordinary. The Dawnspire's engines are subtly altered, refined in ways no human mind had conceived. No one calls it a gift, yet the word hangs unspoken in the air. The crew continues onward, their speed increased, their fuel efficiency multiplied, and their path bending toward coordinates they were never given, yet now seem inevitable. In his log, Captain Rhine tells his daughter, "Sometimes you don't need to understand everything to move forward. Sometimes you just have to trust the road that appears before you." Months later, the Dawnspire arrives at a space so still it feels like time has stopped. In the center floats an impossible construct, a lattice of crystal and starlight, vast enough to cradle a moon. It sings not with one voice, but with millions, each a memory from civilizations long past. The crew realizes that the harmonics were a guide, leading them here, to what they come to call the listening place. Here, all voices of the galaxy are preserved, not in words, but in song. No formal speeches are made, but in their quiet routines, adjusting sensors, recording harmonics, humming softly, the crew knows they have achieved what they set out for. They have joined the chorus. In his final log, Captain Rhine tells his daughter, "If you ever feel alone, look up at the stars. Somewhere they are listening too." The Dawnspire does not turn for home. Some journeys are not about returning.